All right, here we go. We're gonna get into it today. This Big Rich. I want to see what your thoughts is, man, about Terence Crawford suing his ex promoter, Bob Arum. Claiming that is Bob Arum racist. And definitely, most definitely, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. All y'all, please listen to the whole audio, okay? Before you comment, because it's like a lot of y'all listen to a little bit of it and don't listen to the whole thing. Listen to the whole audio. Also, if you want to support the channel, you can always support the channel. Inbox me. You know what I mean? Other people's channel and your favorite fighters. Definitely support these fighters, all fighters. And another thing I will always tell you is, by you trying to protect Canelo or trying to protect Tank or trying to protect Haney or trying to protect these guys, you're not doing nothing but hurting them. This is boxing. We talking boxing. You're doing nothing but hurting them. That's all you doing is hurting them. You're not helping them because you basically, not letting them be great. And the only way you be great in this world is if you fight the fighters you're supposed to fight. And that's the fighters that's in your weight class and out of your weight class. Now, we talk about Canelo. Canelo has two fighters right now that he could be fighting at his weight class. One of them is Benavidez, who was also the baddest man on the planet at that weight, at 168. You know what I mean? So Canelo ended up fighting the lesser of the two. And then he wants to claim that he's the best, but you can't be the best fighting the lesser. You've got to fight. Even though you was able to unify the belts, Benavidez lost his belts on the scale. Literally, he was the best at that weight. Okay, he wasn't the second best. He was the number one guy at that weight. That's who you should be fighting. Okay, and then you got Boo Boo, who's been trying to fight you. Literally came to your press conference to fight you. There's nothing wrong with coming. Fighters do this. This is fighters do this. Been doing this for years. Over 50, over 100 years. You show up to a fighter conference and call them out. That's what it's all about. Now, let's get back into this Bud thing. Is Bob Arum racist? Man, it ain't on that level. When you start talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, Bob Arum's a rich man. Okay? He might be racist, might be biased, or he might be smart. I mean, you have to take your pick. I mean, I know he's made comments. Some of his people have made comments that, he tries to keep his fighters away from black fighters. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that's racist. It might just be smart. Because black fighters are bad motherfuckers. Look at what Floyd Mayweather did at 37 to Canelo. You know what I mean? He completely destroyed that man. You know what I mean? And it was not just because Canelo was green, but also Canelo at that point, he thought he was on that level and it was just going to be an easy picking and pick Floyd off like he picked Sugar Shane Mosley off and put him on his resume. But it didn't turn out that way. He got schooled by the GOAT, the real GOAT. Because see, the thing about boxing is that you level these accusations, and I think Bob Arum just put out something today that he's still trying to connect the fight with Josh Taylor and Bud, which there it is again. He still wants to work with him. So basically, I don't know, Bud. I mean, he don't really have too many offers out there. You know what I mean? DAZN don't want him. He basically threw the middle finger at PBC. So I don't know. I think this might be the only way he can get back in it, really. Go with the person that you're suing. Sounds kind of weird, but, I mean, reality is reality. Like I say, you know what I mean? On that level, it's about money. It ain't even about racism. It's about money and being smart. You know what I mean? If I had a fighter, would I want to put him in there with one of the best fighters in the world? No. I would not keep him away from, those type of fighters. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just reality until I'm ready for them to fight. You know what I mean? Until I'm able to build them up where, we can make a whole lot of money. Then at that point, it don't matter. So I don't know. You know what I mean? But I do know that it's a hard pill to swallow when your ex-promoter is still trying to, give you some money, a lot of money. You know what I mean? In regards to what Bob Arum said in the past, all that didn't pan out. Talking about he lost money and all this other stuff. Well, if you're losing money, why are you taking this fight? Why you want Bud to fight, you know what I'm saying, Josh Taylor. That don't make sense on no level. So we really have to think about that when we start calling people racist and calling people out. You know, he might be racist. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't know. I know on that level, on that big level, the level that Bob Arum is on, he on that $1 million level. You know what I mean? And it's about money. That's what it's about. It's about mucho dinero. How can I put these? If I got a fighter, will he fill these seats up? Can I make money? That's what it's about. You know what I mean? And if I have a problem, you know, because one of my fighters is not promoting himself or not a good, he just don't sell, then, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Y'all, let me know what y'all think, man. I mean, honestly, I love all comments. You know, I love you. You know what I mean? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about, you know, all this stuff. I love to talk about all this stuff on my channel because it gives me a chance to voice my opinion, and a lot of it be my opinion. It don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's always facts. 90% of it is the facts, but I know I have my little spin on the 10%, and a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, my opinions, it always come true. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it do be my opinion, but then it end up being true anyway. So that's Big Rich, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, understand, you know what I'm saying, why Bob Arum wants to still do business with Bud. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, he literally said today that despite the lawsuit of you being racist and you cost him hella money, that he still just want to put that racism case to the side and do business with this guy. That's amazing. I don't care how you look at it on so many different levels. I don't even understand it. It's so complex when I think about the whole thing that it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that fight with Tank and Rolly? Me, I don't really like that fight. I don't like that fight, to be honest with you. I don't think Tank should be fighting people like that. I think Tank should be fighting people like Ryan Garcia or people like Devin Haney or people like Cambosis, people that's in his weight class and Round's weight class. I feel the same way I feel about Canelo. You know what I mean? I do not dislike Canelo. I want y'all to understand that. I just want Canelo to do the right thing. After he fight all the people he's supposed to fight, I don't give a damn who he fight. He want to fight Jake Paul, I wouldn't give a damn who he fought. You know what I mean? But just fight the people that's in your weight class and around your weight class, and the people that you're supposed to fight, and the people that the American people want you to see. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? And I think that should be done without any problems. It shouldn't be no problems, and let's make this happen, man. And as far as y'all people that's hating on Bob Arum, you know, Bob Arum been doing this for 80 years, y'all. And I'm not saying that I'm on Bob Arum's side. I just know that he know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? And if he did what he did to make this a bigger fight with Josh Taylor and all these rumors and all this other stuff, just think about it. Now that a Josh Taylor and Bud fight is a bigger fight. So whatever he did, whether it was using the race card, it worked. It's Big Rich. I'm out. I love y'all.